If they buff Grace, I will get a Billabong tattoo. Hi Daddy Jizz, where's your new Billabong tattoo? Where the Billabong tattoo, Jizzy? Where is the Billabong tattoo? Billabong tattoo when? Well, slap my ass and call me Sydney. Grace got buffed. She got an actual, real, tangible buff. Are we serious right now? This is the same Grace, the same dog water trash I slandered for an entire video? Yeah, that Grace. Let's start with the big changes, boys. Her additional ability used to say this. It says, if another character in your squad shares the same attribute or faction, they are a faction that need to be separated, just like my parents. Chill, Past Jazzroy, you didn't need to say that. What Past Jazzroy was trying to say was, the word same faction was a problem because Grace's faction, Billabong Heavy Industries, is very bad and they don't have any synergy. And the same attribute thing didn't make sense because she's an Anomaly character, and Anomaly characters want different attributes. Now, it says if a character from the same faction, attribute, or an Anomaly character is in the squad, her additional is activated, and this means she can finally work with other Anomaly agents. She isn't stuck with the weird monoshock nonsense anymore. They also added Abloom to her kit. If you don't know, Abloom is basically an extra tick of Anomaly damage that triggers off certain attacks. Grace now has it integrated into her own kit. After she uses an ultimate, she gains 6 stacks of zap and 25 stacks of pulse. What does that mean? It means that you can turn those pulse stacks into ablooms. Oh yeah baby, I'm ablooming it. I'm ablooming it so hard baby. I'm ablooming. They also added some nice quality of life stuff. Her dodge counter now flows straight into her 4th basic attack, making her feel smoother to play. They also added some AoE effects to her special, which is nice for shield defense when mobs are diddling around. And if you max out her activation potential, she also gets 30% electrical damage, which isn't crazy, but it's pretty good. Before diving into the real question, how Grace stacks up against Yanagi, a quick word from our sponsor. Do you want a cheaper and safer way to top up in your favorite games? Enjoygm makes it simple. Just choose your game, select the top up you need, and complete your order in seconds. They offer prices lower than the official stores with special discounts that help you save more. Top ups are delivered instantly, and there's 24/7 real customer support if anything comes up. It's fully secure, and you never have to enter your account password when topping up. For games like Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail, Zenless Zone Zero, and Wuthering Waves, this is faster, safer, and more affordable than any other way to play. Click my special link to get started. So considering all of this, is Grace finally good now? Yes. She might even be better than Yanagi. I know, that's a really bold claim. Let me explain. Grace, with her buffs, became a lot better as an electric Anomaly DPS. If we look at Grace in the vacuum of a DPS Anomaly, she is very close to Yanagi right now. And if you have Mindescapes, especially M2 and M6, she might genuinely pull ahead of Yanagi, but just by a tiny little bit. At the same time though, Grace isn't only an Anomaly DPS, she can also function as a sub-DPS Anomaly unit for agents like Alice or Miyabi. But in that case, Yanagi is just better. I don't have Miyabi, but I do not think that Grace will work great with Miyabi, but I do have Alice, and with Alice, Grace is fine. But if you don't really have anyone else, Yanagi is still better for both Alice and Miyabi, and she is definitely better than Grace in the sub-DPS category. All of this to say, the Grace buff is so fucking good. It fixes the core problems she used to have and takes her from only build her if you like her, otherwise it's a waste of resources, to build her if you don't have Yanagi. Through my tests, Yanagi and Grace are really close now, and if you have access to things like Mindescapes for Grace, she might become better than Yanagi, but only a little bit. Yanagi is still, in my opinion, is better in the sub-DPS category, and she's also a lot more smooth and enjoyable to play, and if you do decide to wail on her, Yanagi is definitely better than Grace. Thank you for watching this video, subscribe, join the Discord, see you later, bye.